And Secretary Clinton, President Clinton, members of the diplomatic corps, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to be here to join in honoring the achievements of my outstanding colleague and friend, Hillary Clinton. And it's been great to see Hillary enjoying the dinner tonight, particularly taken with the fact that everybody does exactly as they are told by men in red coats who are around the room, which is, of course, this is what you went to a great deal of trouble in the United States to get away from in the 1770s, but we're still enjoying it here in the United Kingdom. And I very much thank Robin Niblett and Chatham House for their superb choice for this year's Chatham House Prize, and for their immense contribution to foreign policy here in the United Kingdom, and for laying on this spectacular occasion. And at this site, where just outside that window in 1649, our forebears executed the king, no less, you might think this is a building for Republicans. But actually, tonight it is home to a very special Democrat instead. And Hillary, this prize recognizes your remarkable contribution as an international stateswoman. Every foreign minister surely wishes for their country to be stronger in the world when they leave office than it was when they assumed office. Few can say this, but you certainly can. You enhanced the standing of U.S. diplomacy in the world. You strengthened the State Department. You visited more than 100 nations and covered over 1 million miles as America's first diplomat. You created new opportunities for your country, breaking fresh diplomatic ground in Asia and Africa. And in doing all these things and more, you placed the United States in a stronger position for the 21st century. And the fact you did this is an achievement for America, but it is also of great benefit to us all, because a world with a strong America is one that is more secure and more free in many parts of the world. And in my view, the single most positive fact in world affairs remains that the United States of America, that has within it such a vast range of cities and states far removed from the most troubled parts of the world, is nevertheless regularly prepared to give a lead in the face of serious international crises. The working relationship between a British Foreign Secretary and an American Secretary of State is exceptionally close, and I think I speak for both of us in saying that we each relied heavily on the bond of the special relationship during a time of momentous upheaval and change in the Middle East. I certainly relied on you alone among foreign ministers to have the courage to say, after interminable all-day or all-night meetings, I don't think we have enough fun around here, and tell all your fellow foreign ministers it was time to have some fun, which we dutifully did on those occasions. But one of the many reasons I enjoyed working with you so much is because we share the conviction that foreign policy is not just about responding to the crises of today, it is also about improving the condition of humanity. And yes, in foreign policy, we must always be clear about dangers and threats, but we must also be fired with optimism about human nature. Yes, we must always proceed with caution and wisdom, but we must also be bold in seeking out and sweeping away injustice. And yes, we must be tough and realistic, but we should leave room for a bit of idealism as well. And it is to your immense credit, Hillary, that from your time as First Lady, throughout your career as a senator, and in each day of your tenure in the State Department, and in all your work now, you have been and are passionately and unswervingly committed to advancing the rights of women and girls in the world. You used your... You used your influence as Secretary of State to lead multiple initiatives that empower women. Others have spoken about them already, from the 100 Women Initiative to your campaign for safe cook stoves. We live in a world where there is a fascination with tables that rank the power of nations according to their economic weight or military might. But it is what we choose to do with our power that matters most of all, and that says most about what we stand for as nations. And I am convinced that ours is the generation that must win a great strategic prize in the 21st century: full economic, social, and political rights for all women everywhere. Foreign policy is part of our powerful arsenal, and that battle still to be won. And as Secretary of State, you strongly supported my campaign to end the use of rape as a weapon of war. And last month we passed an inspiring milestone when 134 countries came together for the first time to endorse our new global declaration to end sexual violence in conflict. Britain and America. Britain and America possess two of the largest diplomatic networks, two of the largest humanitarian programs of any nations in the world. So we must always aspire to use our power together to do immense good for others, as well as our own citizens, as you did as Secretary of State. So I'm proud to pay tribute to you tonight, Hillary, for this richly deserved recognition of your service to your country and to the world. And I'm pleased on my own account to be able to thank you for our excellent working relationship and friendship, for your inspiring faith in the value of diplomacy, for your attachment to Britain, your belief in the power of friendship between nations, your often infectious optimism, your infallible good humor, your steely resolve, and for being a Secretary of State who not only served the American people, but fought powerfully for all of us who want to see the expansion of human rights and freedom everywhere. Thank you very much indeed.